Probably going to be them eating sweets.
Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers and we're going to attempt to do Kula and Sylvie to see if we unlock the mosaic image. Not sure if it's based off how many times you use the characters or anything like that, or Raphael says upon his look it was just place story mode.
Just do it.
So you pick which of the two you want.
I go with Sylvie. I mean, I did fine with both of them, but
okay, I'll go with her.
let's pick a different colour this time.
Two blues. I'll go with the
One's
other blue.
darker blue.
So let's see. Well, something we can talk about. You know, at this point in time, Pokemon will have definitely released. By the time we upload this, so I think there's no problem with talking about Pokemon leaks that will have inevitably happened.
I look forward to Pokemon.
Even her hair is slightly bluer,
which is impressive.
Yeah, you've been struggling to think of your team.
I've got it written down on a list. All the two ones are guaranteed, and the rest. I think it's a matter of waiting to see where I can capture more.
Yeah, much like with me. I mean, your main problem is that you've got the fossil, but of course there's like 4 different types to the fossil, and we have 4 whole different combinations.
Yeah.
The pie is limited, laser rated at least a 9 or higher.
That's a bit rude of him to say. Also, that's funny because it means Miss X and Terry are also rated 9 or higher.
The gender was just a problem. He didn't want to admit he was bi, so after all, they don't exist. So
it's true.
He must turn them into women.
Bi people aren't allowed to be represented in media.
I'll admit, as a not really quite as a fetish thing, but I've always had a fascination for the gender bender genre as a manga sort of, and you know, sort of stuff, sort of thing. But at the same time, I'm not sure where we got the item from, but okay. Oh, that was awesome! But it's also a bit of a love-hate relationship with it all.
Because it all kind of ends up doing the same thing.
Well, usually I don't mind that part. I find a lot of the tropes funny. You know, it's got a lot of it's got a lot of edgy comedy tropes that I enjoy to it. There's a few things which are a bit annoying to it. Often one of the annoying things is that often they rely on a very traditional viewpoint of things. So they're like,
do you want to swap so we can kill them?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I ever tested this one out.
You want to swap so we can kill him? There we go.
You say it down one's the busted one.
Well, a lot of them are very traditional in the viewpoint of it. Like, you know, now that you're a girl now, you'll have to get married one day and have kids. Or they can be lesbians.
Yeah, which is how it would work.
And...
Same.
You know, stuff like that sort of thing, you know, can be very annoying. They're often, you know, well, one, they ignore this. There's a lot of them, you know, they stay the girl, but so, like, a lot of the times it's like, they didn't feel like they were comfortable with it for a long period sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's interesting that, you know, like, there's sometimes they actually do explore that concept, some seriously, some sort of,
for banter.
Oh man, this feels really uncomfortable. And, like, there's one gender bender manga I really liked. Almost in a sense because it kind of points the finger at its readers and say, you're all terrible people for liking this. You know that, right?
Amazing.
I can't remember its exact... Well, I don't know how to pronounce its Japanese name. It's Omnasuji something. Lots of O's. But it's basically translates to, I wish my childhood friend was a girl. Wherein a guy saves a fairy one day. And he gets to make any wish. So he wishes he had, like, because it was kind of his sort of thing he's into.
Yeah.
That he wished he had a childhood friend who was a girl.
Yeah.
What he didn't know is, of course, the fairy points out, look, I have lots of amazing powers. I can't just create life. So I just took your already existing childhood friend and turned him into a girl. Which, of course, the guy's not happy with this idea at all. he's actually a pretty badass character who can force even fairy magic to not work just by saying he's a guy.
Impressive.
So he keeps reverting back, and so she just kind of makes it her objective because it's she can't go back until she's fulfilled the wish she's been told to grant.
Can I try and test this? Oh,
Sure.
I just want to see what it is. Oh,
Flippin' heck!
a ranged grab.
Oh, what's that? You shoot the energy ball. It's the Bangoku Bakuri Shell from Master Roshi.
Yeah, or
One of my favourite ultimate moves.
Frieza's rock attack.
Yeah, which because he can blow people up and doesn't really think to do that.
If-
Is that for? I was about to say that's a bad thing to reference for Shermie though. How does the outfit hold your babies in? It doesn't. The child's dead.
Oof.
Again, I'll have confirmed at this point. I'll throw up on screen if I'm right about that because I'm sure it's Shermie because because I think just about every character from Gal Fighters is in this game again. Then maybe one character excluded, or maybe two. Yeah, and it ends. And so the guy sort of keeps changing back, and there's points where he struggles to change back because the fairy, because he can't do it if he can't fully convince himself that he's a guy. For instance, if it gets pointed out, like if he's an embarrassing outfit, he's too focused on it But it actually does tackle the embarrassment of it. How a lot of the characters, there are lots of very jokey about it, and they don't realize how much it kind of ticks off the main character. How uncomfortable it makes them feel.
Yeah.
They portray the characters as the typical, we're just having fun sort of thing, but they don't realise that it's they actually properly sort of the way they display it and present it. Just a little nod sort of thing that this is really uncomfortable and you're all kind of terrible people if you get down to it. I know you don't think it's that bad, but
it would be very uncomfortable if someone. I mean, there's literally an entire society of people who are uncomfortable in their bodies. And use medical science to. Ow. Let's see how much range this hat. She's just run straight into me.
I'm in a lot of range, but she's right in front of you.
Yeah. Its problem is it's slow.
But it's really interesting how it does the sort of thing, because it's it's typical in a lot of its tropes, but it kind of the way it's presented addresses a lot of different things in how it's done, in a way that is not kind of typical for gender bender mangas. And actually, in the Ultimate League thing, with a lot of the gender bender stories, I actually kind of prefer it when they just leave it open-ended sort of thing. Because I don't like because a lot of them otherwise end in, and then the characters just accept that they've been forced to change their gender and got together with usually the other male character sort of thing. Because that's normal.
Shermie's job is a fashion designer. Likes personal computer, hamsters, dislike celery, high school baseball, hobbies, band, French films, breeding hamsters. Her forte in sport is figure skating. They also have her measurements.
Okay. I mean, it's a Japanese thing. Does that surprise you?
She was ranked... In Neo Geo's Freaks August 1998 issue, she was ranked as the 4th best character. Oh yeah, items. You seem to be doing fine, to be honest.
In fact, the moment you started helping me out, it started to go terribly wrong.
Oh. They can't be knocked out of grabs, can they? Heal. Oh.
Oh, you went back to your phone again!
Well, I'm trying to read Shermie's plot. Do you want to swap so I can kill?
That's not how long...
That's pretty good range. Amazing.
Swap back.
There you go.
There we go. That range is also insane.
Yeah, we should be alright.
You can use the same move as that wolf guy who always shows up. We beat Female Terry, so...
Yeah. I think she was a bad guy. Something about using their power to awaken Orochi.
Yeah, I heard Nakaru comment about, please tell Orochi that nature and people can live in peace. What?
Apparently, she committed suicide to transfer her energy into the last member of their team so they could summon Orochi.
She got better.
Oh, that's because after they beat one of the bosses in, I think that's 14, Verse.
Yeah.
Verse's defeat during the events of King of Fighters XIV, which I'm pretty sure is 14.
Yeah.
Had released numerous souls and has caused many who have perished throughout the series to be brought back to life. Yeah, so all three of them got brought back to life. It doesn't mention anything about a dead child, but I guess she killed herself, so that's close enough.
But yeah, so I have a real love-hate relationship because there's a lot of them that I'll often like at the start, but then I don't like the direction they go with, and
yeah.
But I'd say that's one of the better ones. Be Careful of My Wish Aizen is also a really good one. It's only 2 chapters, because it's meant to be one shot, but it could actually do really well as a whole series. It's kind of weird that they don't. Yeah, what was the thing we brought up for you to talk about? You were talking about something, weren't you?
I have no idea. Can we kill her?
Oh, yeah.
She dodged. Just wake up, stand it up.
Switch. 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 There we go.
I was just going to try and stun her.
Yeah, but that clearly wasn't working. Let's see, what's some of the other ones that were good? And some of them are just, they've got the elements to it, but aren't focused on. Ram and a Half is a very popular one, but honestly, as a series, it's way too long.
Yeah.
It's so much of it is basically filler. And so much of it is the same kind of filler. It's like, and the worst part is, the best arc of the manga wasn't ever made in the anime.
Sounds about right.
And its best arc kind of felt like a very traditional shonen, but way before traditional shonen arcs were a thing. These characters get to fight against these opponents, and then he has this big fight. But the gender bender element itself, I'd say one thing that I prefer with a lot of, when it comes to gender benders, is the idea of it not being a permanent fix throughout the series. Because one thing that does definitely annoy me is when you have the gender benders where you never really see the male version of themselves, or they're off screen sort of thing, and they kind of ignore the look of the male character completely.
Yeah.
And so it's they weren't even designed to be a male character to begin with, sort of thing. They were that's just an excuse for the theme they're going with.
Yeah.
So I prefer it when the gender benders are actually, the characters transforming, because then you get to see the male side of them and they get some focus. The part that should, or in reverse depending on them. But usually it's the male to female that I encounter.
Yeah, it's not often female to male.
Yeah. There are some interesting ones which can do that sort of thing. There was one that was neat, but I ended up disliking, again, the direction it goes, but not relating to its gender bender concept.
You go with the close range one.
Which I think was
surprising amount.
Use it twice.
Yeah, a surprising amount.
Which was, I think it's Half Prince? It's called, based off an MMO sort of thing, but didn't like the direction it ended up going. It was doing pretty well for like 50 chapters, but didn't end up where it eventually was leading to.
Yeah.
It felt like it lost focus. Like, it was bare when it was like a band of like 6 characters, and then it's like trying to keep track of like 20 plus of them. They're not travelling, they're established a guild and sort of got a home base sort of thing, but it didn't work nearly as well at that point.
Yeah.
But that was a female to male one. It was interesting because the girl used a male avatar, but in order to apparently, because it was the first time it got requested, which is surprising, they said, oh, we'll just we'll allow you like a 50% attraction increase sort of thing, make you look pretty, and then it just becomes a stunningly handsome guy for the thing.
The first time it's happened, they clearly do not. This is another issue. Like
MMO mangas generally have never played an MMO.
Yeah,
or know people.
You clearly don't understand. Oh, no one's ever done this build before. Do you know what data mining is? Nothing is safe from being data mined.
Even virtual reality. They will data mine virtual reality.
Except Digimon World, because it's so poorly made, no one can figure out what it means when they data mine it.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically the point. Data went together when they weren't planning it to.
So.
I promise I'll forgive you. Just let me... Okay.
No response there, Kakiri? Just accept it.
Yeah, like, one that I'm surprised I haven't seen happen before, for a gender bender concept that I thought of, is, for the transformation process, is upon seeing reflections.
Be interesting.
And you could do it, based on the time of how long the person's transformed based on how much of their reflection they saw at the time.
Time bomb. Everyone's favourite.
Oh gosh.
The ultimate plan. Stand there and just... Oh. Have a shield.
So
yep. Ow.
He jumped over that really quickly. Give some health. I thought you hated the grab.
I do, but they're useful if they actually land time bombs.
And that apparently didn't work. Swap and I'll just ultimate.
Okay. What? What? Well, that delayed him a little. With an EX boost.
Swap. You've got ultimate.
Yeah, I've got to wait for his...
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought that. Run out.
Please dodge into me. No.
Nope. Swap back to me straight away. Oh
No.
no, we did it! Yeah!
Yeet! I was worried.
First Loki scene. I
was worried he was going to dash in and hit me before it could actually work.
Yeah.
But alas, no, he got slam dunked.
I don't think people need to see that again. They
No.
Just click on episode like 2 or 3. And we've already seen all these endings, so let's just click about...
I'm not going to watch that happen.
I mean,
like
you've
10
seen this
times.
credits like 1,000 times already by now.
Yeah, we've seen both of these.
Within this recording session as well, so...
Yeah.
There we go!
Cool.
Mosaic has been obtained. So in my personal time, I'll just do that with all the characters. Get their personal mosaics. So yeah, I finally got one! So that was us playing SNK Heroines. It's a game I really enjoyed a lot, but it's because I don't have online, it never really got put to its full use. It has a nice sort of degree of customization and such. Though ironically, not as good as Soul Calibur's.
Yeah.
Soul
Calibur's
which is weird, because this kind of game usually prompts its dress up as one of its biggest features.
Soul Calibur's got like some of the best character customization though.
It's a very fun, relaxed game, and it's nice to play an SNK game with a somewhat fairer boss, and even then it's still kind of bull.
Yeah, he's got
But that's the problem with SNK fighting games. Their bosses are ridiculous.
His frames are... I mean, he's nowhere near whatever the hell 15 was.
And somehow Tekken 6 still beats what we've played.
Yeah. But,
That's because Tekken 6, the only way to win wasn't fun.
no.
Had the same experience with Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Where it's like, how do I beat these enemies? Oh, you just jump attack the entire fight. But their they've got 3 health bars. Jump attack the entire time.
Yeah.
That does not sound like fun. And ironically, that was the additional content they added to the game, rather than the content that was originally part of the game. But yeah.
Yeah, fun game.
Yeah, fun game.
Decent fighting game.
Easy to pick up fighting game, definitely. It's some of it feels a bit laggy, like not as smooth a transition. Like they try to simplify the combo exchange to kind of prevent you being, combo to death, but at the same time it means a lot of your tech kind of feel kind of stunted.
A lot of combos feel like they don't... A lot of the buttons don't feel like they combo with anything, so it makes them kind of pointless because there's not enough hit stun.
Like you had with Love Heart.
Yeah, her basic light combo having such poor hit stun that like the enemy can just combo you out of you attacking them, which isn't really how attacking is supposed to work. Like, unless they block it, but they were just getting hit, and then just comboing me. Then again, I should be used to that. I play mostly heavyweights, so I'm used to hitting someone and being completely open. Tiger. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand why it's tag team if the health bars are the same, but whatever. It's still enjoyable.
Oh, it's kind of a bit late by now. I remember it was Pokemon we were talking about. You and your team make, but oh well. People will have had the chance to play it by this point, and by the point we upload this, we'll be wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, because it should be just before we go on our Christmas break.
Yeah, people will be sick of Pokemon anyway after I throw a bunch of it at them. Please, I want to finish uploading this so I can play other stuff! I have a really big backlog, please.
Well, your job now means you can actually upload them.
Yeah.
On any day, pretty much.
Yep. Which is nice.
So instead of having to decide which day, it's now basically every day except the recording day, which is typically Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I'm not waiting around for you to wake up at 10 o'clock to upload the video and then to have to wait for the laptop to rest.
In my defence, that's because I was kept up late.
By Pokemon!
Yes. But, my sleep pattern's going to have to change quite drastically anyway, so I'm probably going to be up early in the mornings. On account of having to be up early in the mornings.
In any case, wish you all a Merry Christmas. We'll have a Christmas video and all that as well, but hope you've enjoyed this last playthrough of 2019, and hope you'll enjoy our content in 2020. Cheer, everyone!
What he said. If you want to see that content, subscribe. You can comment and like as well, that'd be appreciated, but subscribing is probably the main thing. Actually, watching the videos is kind of the main thing, but subscribing allows you to watch the videos. So, please.